to my favorite bunch of beauties. Welcome back to Niecy W Beauty. I am Denise, or Niecy. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see today, and please subscribe. Today's video is going to be my makeup basket for the week of February the 5th, I believe it is. I do that every time. For the week of February the 5th. And I am going to jump into the products that I used last week, and I will show you what I'm going to be using for the week coming up. So we are going to jump in, and of course I had the Nomad Iceland Fire and Ice palette, which I did use last week, and this one you all already know is a favorite. I love Nomad's products, so of course enjoy using that. I also used the Haunted Europe palette, and both of these I used last week for my, I think it was my Monday morning makeup. This one I used last week along with this one for my Monday morning makeup, so enjoy those. The Lethal Cosmetics Evergreen palette, which looks like this. I believe it was Thursday when I used it, but this one is well, I also used this shade in my Monday morning makeup, but I really enjoy using this. I try to stay on the neutral side of things with this one, so I ended up using the shade, what is that, Mycelium, and the shade, the one I couldn't pronounce last week, Arboreal or Arboreal. I don't know how to pronounce that. I ended up just using those two shades, but I really like the quality of Lethal Cosmetics. I think last week I used something from Adept. I think I like Lethal's formula better than the Adept formula. I did pull out the Ace Beauté, and this is the Scarlet Dusk palette, which looks like that. This one I did not use because I ended up using the Pat McGrath palette, and they look a lot alike. So didn't use that one, but I did use this one, which is the Mothership Rose Decadence palette. So the two of the palettes that I just showed you are a lot alike, so I ended up using this one, and my little cover with the names on them fell. So really enjoyed this. Also did not use this. Oh, no, I take that back. I did use this one for the Monday morning makeup, but because this looks a lot like NARS Taj Mahal. But anyway, I did end up using it for my Monday morning makeup, but didn't use it anymore last week because I didn't put a full face of makeup on it. As you know, I pretty much just do eyeshadows because I wear a mask, but I continued to pull these things out. It did at least get some use last week. These two I did not use, which is the Celestial Odyssey and the Celestial Divinity Interstellar Icon. Oh, this is Deep Space Divinity, and this is Interstellar Icon, and I'll show you the two of them together. So this is what they kind of look a bit alike, but this one, the shadows are bigger than in this one, but still pretty. Let's hope that she goes back to the bigger shades, because in her new palettes from the Love collection, it's those same small shades, which I'm a little upset about because I feel like we still pay the same amount of money and get less product. So I did use, and that was just for my Monday morning makeup. the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and I have the shade NC47. I used the Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer in shade 11. I did use these two products from Merit, and I can never see them. And this is the Day Glow Highlighting Balm in Citrine and the Bronze Balm something something in the shade Leo. Use those two. The two blushes, LYS, they're higher standard blushes. Did not use them last week, but did use one of them today, and that was the Self Love one. And I like these blushes. I really like these blushes. And this is the first thing that I'm going to say is probably going to stay in my basket for a third week. And this is going to come out. Everything else in here is something that will stay in here. So everything else that I am going to show you, those are brushes, is going to be the new stuff coming in for the week. And I am going to start with, actually it's a palette, but it's called the Shape Tape Glow Bar. And it's from Tarte, and that is the packaging. I did use it today. When I first used it, and I'll show you what these shades look like. These two look incredibly close in the pan, but you can tell the difference when you put them on. And I also use this one too, the darker one, which I don't know if they meant that as a bronzer, but it is not a bronzer for me. It's a highlight. I kind of used it here and on my chin. And when I first started putting it on, I couldn't really tell a difference, but then as I kind of step back and look, I can definitely see the glow. This thing right here is something that's going to get a lot of use from me, because it gives me that glow that I'm looking for without me feeling like I'm looking greasy. I really like, it's like a toned down highlighter, so it definitely makes you glow, and I see why they call it a glow bar. But yeah, so that is going in there this week. Mini review. And I have from Sydney Grace the Enduring Love palette, and the Enduring Love palette looks like that, so very cool toned. I kind of found myself this week pulling out a lot of palettes that lean toward neutral. I do have two palettes that are a little, well, you'll see, but I feel like they lean more towards neutral than my palettes have been in the past weeks. But this is the Tartelette Full Bloom palette. This one has been sitting in my drawer for a minute. I think I've only used it once or twice, so I decided to pull it out. That mirror is humongous, but that is what that looks like. So, neutral palette. I pulled out from Give Me Glow the Two Moods palette, and this is what this palette looks like. So still, to me, more on the neutral side of things than what I have been pulling. So we have that. Now the two colorful palettes I have, this one is from Morphe, and it's like a collaboration with Disney, and it's the Mickey and Friends Truth Be Bold palette, which looks like that. And this is what this palette looks like on the inside. So colorful palette. I can still probably get something leaning more towards neutral from this palette, but I may just play with color this week. And then the last palette I have, and I don't know if it's going to fit in here, is from Beauty Bay, and it's their Earthy palette. And I feel like I pulled this palette out before and didn't use it, but still, to me, half of it is neutral or leaning towards red, and the bottom half, this bottom half, is green. I might be feeling a green eyeshadow look this week, so pull that out. And they do. They all fit. I changed up my powder this week. I think I may have still been using the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, but I pulled out the Tarte the Silk powder this week. I really like this. It's really finely milled, and of course does not give you that like white cast, but really nice powder. Foundation is from my Project Pan, and it's the Fenty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and my shade is 385. So I'll put that in there. I have the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer in the shade DN3. I have this one out. I used this yesterday. Maybe I'll have both of them in there. I have a foundation from Il Makiage, and this is the Woke Up Like This foundation, and mine is in the shade 175. And this one very barely fits because of those triangles from the LYS blushes. And then these two I am going to use, but they'll just stay on my table. So this will be the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and then the Milk Grip Set and Refresh Spray, which I did use those two today. And then FYI, on my lips, I'm not pulling out any lip colors, but just on my lips today is the Maybelling Superstay Vinyl Ink lip colors, and this is in the shade Witty. And that is what I have on my lips today. I'm just going to drop it in there. If I used it today, it might as well be part of my makeup basket. But, oh, also what I used today, I'm not going to put this in my makeup basket, but for my eyeshadow today, I did use a new palette from Tarte, and it is a Tarte the Sweet Tarte Cravings. And I believe this is like just their Valentine's Day palette, but it looks like this. So it looks like you have a bunch of chocolates, and it does it. Well, they said it smells like hot chocolate to me. Like very faintly smells like hot chocolate to me. But that is it. That is my makeup basket for the week. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great week, and don't let your day be a waste of makeup. Bye.